Hey there and happy Wednesday. So I feel like I've made it to the end of the month and just in the nick of time to bring you the last card demo of the month too. So I've been working steady behind the scenes on the days that I've been home, which haven't been a lot this month, but working to get these cards caught up, and hopefully tomorrow and the next day they'll all be ready and posted in the mail to you for those that have qualified to get the set of 8 cards that I've done in my 8 demos. And for those that have been ordering through my hostess Lois, hopefully those will all be caught up in the next day or two, and then I'll be ready to start on December cards. I'll probably do those demos starting Monday because I have another virtual hostess, and that is Jill Scrooby, and she will be my next hostess. Her host code is already posted for those of you that might be interested in ordering. That's on the top posted pinned post, I should say, on this Facebook page. So for those of you that might be considering ordering tomorrow because it's the last chance retiring sale and because it is the clearance rack refresh tomorrow, or actually literally tonight starting at 1 a.m. our time, I just wanted to have all those codes out. So I'm going to be doing card thank you packages like I've done this month in December, so I have a code for that. And then Lois Anderson, her code is still going to be open in December, and then Jill's party is already open and I have that code, so her demos will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then after that I'll be demoing to get 8 card projects in for you in December. And I'm excited about that because I will be showing some last chance products with the catalog that will be retiring, the mini catalog, and then a couple or more sneak peeks of the celebration and mini catalogs that are upcoming to give you some ideas on that too. So a bunch of you jumped on here. Hi Lisa, hi Joyce, hi Tori, hi Rosina. So without further ado, I almost dropped my card. Here is today's card, and I'm really excited about doing something with the stamp set this birthday Piggy because I have been told or hinted at by Stampin' Up that the coordinating dies for this cute set that we had the ability to get in September are going to be brought back most likely on tomorrow's clearance rack. So I thought, oh, you know, sometimes you just go, now what was that? I need to see it again to know if I want it or not. So thanks, Tori. And I'll get my camera turned around. I just wanted to make sure that my iPad was caught up. So if you guys have questions or comments, I can catch that. And it is. So now I can show you better. Now Tori might look at it and go, I don't like it at all now that I can see it the way it should be seen. I'm just teasing. Okay, so here we have it. Let me get some better light on that. So I love the little wee and then the happy birthday flag. That's all part of it. Cute dies in here, and I'll show you those just so you can kind of get an idea ahead of time in case that's something that you missed or didn't think you missed, but now you still want them. So let me kind of show you where things are coming from. So this birthday Piggy has like these 3 main images here, but then tons of little other sentiments for birthday and thinking of you and just all sorts of just fun little sentiments. And that is found on page from the annual catalog, page 55 here. So the dies now, they, like I said, were like a special promotion back in September. Let me set this aside. I'm going to be using this fun little stretch of grass from this die set. And then this die is going to be what cuts out the pig, and I'll show you that here in a bit. And then what else comes in here, if you remember a card that I made, a cute red wagon, that's from here, and these 2 bigger images cut out the other pigs, but you've got a banner for all of the greetings, which most of them are the same size, so it fits in there. You've got fun wheels to go on your wagon. You've got flowers, a banner with different kind of patterns on there, something for a present, a little bird, and then I love that there's multiple little flowers because who puts just one flower on their card, right? So we usually put more than one, and then that'll be for the present, the bow for the present, and then this little guy cuts out the the butterfly, and I should have put this, now that I see this, I forgot about this cool thing. This is a bandana for the pig, so how fun would that be for today's card in the little scooter. And then this little piece here is for some confetti. So I'm curious, like I said, they hinted at it being on the clearance rack, so I'm hoping, like this used to be $35, I'm hoping it's way less than that for you guys if that's something you're interested in. So I just wanted to pass that info along to you, because these are so cool. And I know a lot of people loved the little red cart too that came with it. Hi there, Donna. I hope you're staying warm on this blustery cold day. All right, so let me set this aside, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit here too about the paper that's on here. So you see just this little piece here that's like a couple inches or maybe an inch and a half or something by 5.5, but it adds a lot to the card, I thought, and it comes from this 12 by 12 sheet, which comes from the, let me turn it over here, Gingham Cottage Designer Series paper stack. So there's a ton of papers. If you see this 12 by 12, a ton in here. There is 48 sheets, and today this is a $30 paper pack. Tomorrow I am seeing on the sale, it's going to be $18. Seriously, not joking. So kind of wanted to show you that after I realized I was using it. I'm like, ooh, look at that nice price. And then the other piece that I think is kind of fun, but kind of hidden when you first maybe look at it, I love these fun kites. And you may go, Belle, like, look out your window, there's snow on the ground, it's blowing to beat the band, and you see kites, really. Not the time of year, but I think it's kind of just like something that's kind of fun to do. Like, who doesn't like a birthday card that looks fun and festive? So I thought, let's get out the kite paper. And this paper pack isn't going anywhere soon, but I like to let you know it's in the very back of the annual catalog. This one also, 48 sheets, the retail value is $30, but how you get it is if you place a $150 order, you can put that in as your host rewards, and it only takes up $18 of your rewards if you do that. And for my hostesses out there, keep that in mind, because I always feel like the specially priced hostess products in the back of all the mini catalogs, the annual catalogs, they sometimes can get kind of lost in the shuffle. So lots of nice, I think these are more spring colors, but I just thought the kites were kind of fun. After doing the Yetis yesterday and the snowy day, I was ready for that, but then today I switched gears pretty fast. Sun shining, and I kind of wanted to use something like that. So that's what I've got for you there. My color combination is kind of like all over the board here with Granny Apple Green, Balmy Blue. This is kind of Daffodil Delight, and then the Real Red. So let me start, I think, by kind of making up this card, kind of the basics of it. So I'm going to kind of go with this focal point here. That's like a 4x4 cube. And I did something a while back, and so I'm going to recreate that because I liked it so much. So what I did is started with this and only used the circle. And this time I want to use the outside edge. So I'm going to kind of redo something that I've done, but then use the opposite pieces of it for you. So what I'm going to do first is take this little piece of Granny Apple Green that is, let me double check my measurements because there's so many pieces today. This is 2 inches by 4 inches. And then what I'm going to do is take my strip of grass here from the Piggy dies that hopefully everyone that wants them tomorrow can get. I'm just going to lay that across the top like so, and that's going to give us an edge piece of grass. And we're actually going to use both this side, that strip of the grass, I'm going to lay that aside, and we're going to use this strip too. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is take and leave it to me to put 2 putsy cards together in a row. But I'm okay with that because I think this one's kind of fun too, like I liked yesterday's too. So this is 4x4. Hi there, Tammy. Thanks for joining in. And I'm just going to... They should be the same size. I still feel like my green's maybe hanging over the edge. Nope, it's not. All right, so I'm putting that on there like that. You can see the fun green on there. And I'm going to pull this back in, and next I'm going to take my Stylish Shapes dies. So those are the ones that come in like, well, here, let me show you. So I always feel like I'm a visual person. I always keep my extras in there. So Stylish Shapes dies. These are the ones that have the stitch circles and the stitch squares, and then some of these banners. There's more, but I have them out because I'm using them for other projects too. All right, so what I'm going to do is just kind of center this stitch circle right in the middle of that and put this through like so. Whoops. And like I said, last time I did something with this, but that's going to be my discard or save for another day. And this is what I'm going to be using right now. So it makes this fun little frame backdrop in a fun way, just with those couple of steps. So now to build on this, what I'm going to do is just put some adhesive around the edges of this here on all sides. And what I've done then is cut that cute kite paper from some of you always like to know the names, even though it's a Hostess product in the back of the annual catalog. This is called Design a Daydream 12 by 12. So this I cut 3.75 by 3.75. Hi there, Lisa. And I'm just going to lay this over top. And with that, it gives me plenty of room, so I don't have to be so careful because it's like a 1/4 inch all the way around that it gives me to play with. So this I'm just going to kind of set aside as I work with the cute little Piggy image. So my Piggy image is a little bit larger here. It's a cute pig on the scooter. I always cut mine, my images, I put the sticker on and then cut really close around it because I hate getting those like little halos, because it's always going to happen like on the last stamp that you think, oh, I've got my card put together. I can easily, you know, just add one thing to it. Nope, I press really hard when I stamp down, and I tell people not to, but I do. So that's why I trim mine. So some of you have asked on my videos, like, how come your images look like they're almost like cut into? And that's why. So I've got this stamped out in the Memento ink there. So it's all in one, which I love. Like, there's not a separate banner, so it makes cutting this out really pretty easy. So let me pull this over here. And this will be my last die cutting that I'm going to do. I'm just going to line up, kind of move it around a little bit, because by the time I think I got the ears in, I want to make sure my flag's in, my wheels are in, and that looks good. So I'm just going to put that through my machine here, like so. And how fun is that? Just like that. Hi there, Lois. Good to see you on here. I'm going to do a coloring lesson today, and don't be too afraid when you see my pile up here. Look at all my blends colors here that I'm going to be using. And for those that don't like to color, you might say, yep, that looks intimidating right there. That's why I don't like to color, but it really goes pretty quick. So let me start on this end with the Daffodil Delight. Hi, Fran. Thanks for joining in. I'm just going to highlight and just kind of go around the outside edge of my birthday flag here, the one that says happy birthday. And then I'm just going to dot the top of the flag, kind of color in just a little bit on the edges like so. Actually, where there's stars on this confetti that's kind of being piped out of the cute little scooter, I'm just going to do some of these little pieces in yellow too. So that's the dark daffodil. Next, I'm going to take my light daffodil and just follow through with coloring in the inside of the flag and kind of pulling away at the sides to make it kind of look blended. So that's all for the yellow. And then next for the gray, I'm going to start with actually the light smoky slate. And I'm just going to color in the wheels down here. Must have smeared a little bit of my black. I'm kind of bummed about that. I don't know if there was a piece of fuzz stuck to my stamp. Okay, so with the light smoky slate, I'm going to kind of go over the wheels, the bumper, and then the headlight here, all of that. And then come back with the dark and just kind of fill in the center of the wheels right here, and then the front part of that headlight. And I'm going to go next to my balmy blue. I'm just using the dark, only one color of the balmy blue, And because I'm using Balmy Blue in my card, I wanted to kind of have a tie-in. So that's going to be the seat of the scooter. And then that color's done. Next, my dark Real Red is going to go over just kind of the front kind of cover on that wheel. And then the back side of this wheel cover as well. It's going to be just that. And then I kind of want to color in some of this confetti here again from that, which is spewing out like so. And then I'm going to take the light and just kind of go down the rest of the scooter like so. Kind of fill in that little front part like that. And who wouldn't want a little fun scooter like this? I know I have friends that have them, love them. So bright red would be the way to go too. Oh, actually I'm going to back up to my Balmy Blue and just color in a few more pieces of this confetti, and then I think all of that will be done. There we go. And then next, my Granny Apple Green. I'm just going to go over the, let me put it up here so I don't get marker on the bottom as I just kind of scribble away because it's grass. So I'm just going to kind of go up here and scribble away and get that on there like so. So we just have that little patch of grass. And then the only thing we have left is the pig itself. And I have the Pale Papaya, light and dark. So I'll start with a dark on here and just fill in the ears like so and go down to the snout wherever there's darker areas. Like the arms have a little bit more to it, and the legs, I'm just going to color that all in like so, and the tail. And within a minute or two, we've almost got this guy all done. So I'll finish off with the light Pale Papaya and just kind of blend that, pulling away from the edges that are dark and going like so. Hi there, Sharon. Good to have you on here. So how fun is that? Like, it took a couple minutes, yes, but kind of colored in a fun way. So let me back up my camera so you can see how this is going to all be put together. So like I said, yesterday's card was kind of putsy, but today's card I think will be just as fun. So let me put this on there. What I'm going to do first with this 4x4 shaped piece here is I'm going to grab my glue dots and just kind of put one on the end, in the middle, and on my other end here. And then I'm just going to put that kind of across the bottom here. I don't want it to go up so high that you see that. I kind of want to cover up that bottom stitched edge like so. Make sure that that's flat so you can kind of see how that's going to play out. And then what I'm going to do next is flip over my Piggy on the scooter and kind of go a little crazy with dimensionals to make sure everything gets popped up. So have a good solid popped up piece there like so. And get rid of all my little pieces. Make sure that everything looks sticky. Yep. All right. Now this I'm going to kind of just tuck the scooter part underneath the grass like so. And if I can do this carefully, kind of pull out my so this I'm tucking into the grass, and then the confetti I'm pulling out so that that's kind of on top of the grass. So we've got that look like so. So we've got that then all ready to go. And then I'm going to set this aside while I kind of work on the base of the card. But this is where I was struggling. At first I wanted my card orientation to be this way. And then I put this on here and it was like green on green. It did not look special, cute, or fun in any way. And then when I put the card orientation this way, it looked a little bit better, like it fit the card a little bit better, but still, like, what do you do with that green? So then what I tend to do is like try and pull in colors. Well, I've already got the blue here. I wasn't sure what to do. So I thought, let's highlight some red. And that cottage gingham checked paper I thought was really cute, and I kind of liked how that looked, to be honest, but then I thought it needed a little bit something more. So what I did was grab some real red, and this is cut 3 inches by 5.5. So I'm going to just put some adhesive on there. And I probably should show you, this is my card base Granny Apple Green, opening the long way, like so. So as I put this 3 inch by 5.5 inch strip on the front, then I'm going to put that gingham cottage paper that's checked, and this is 1.5 inches by 5.5. So let me just put some adhesive on here. Like I said, there's a great sale on this particular package of paper too tomorrow. So now this is ready to go on there, but I just think it went from blah to kind of cuter and wow in just a matter of a couple additions of that paper. So next what I'm going to do is just put some dimensionals in each corner, and I can kind of feel where my pig is here, so I'm not going to put extra there because post office doesn't like that. But up here there's kind of a dull spot, so I'm just going to add one there and then rip off all my little pieces here. And now this is going to be ready to go on my card like so, centering it that way. And then even though this says happy birthday and everything, I thought, oh, it'd be fun to add a little bit more of a sentiment. So I just have this little scratch piece of paper here of the basic white, and I'm going to put, let's see, does it fit this way? I don't know. I'm just going to put the "we" on here like that. And then with my scissors, I'm just going to kind of eye it. And by accident, on my sample, I kind of had it going up at an angle, and I didn't mean to, but after I put on my card, I kind of liked the look. It kind of made it look more exciting and kind of like that megaphone look of it going bigger at the end. So I thought, well, let's stick with that. And to put that on, I'm just cutting just that edge piece there of my dimensionals, that long kind of skinny edge that people call scraps. That fits on the back side perfect. And then that I'm just going to kind of put at an angle up here. And I think that just adds a lot to the card because it makes the pig look like it's yelling "we." So that's fun. I didn't want to add any more accessories for a couple reasons. When I have this much different colors going on, different patterns of paper, everything going on, I don't want something that adding to it actually takes away from it. But I also wanted to show you something that almost made the cut. I wanted this card to be usable for both sending to male or female, guys, girls, kids, whatever. But if it was going to be specific to females, I thought these, they're called loose flower flourishes. Say that fast 5 times. Loose flower flourishes from the annual catalog. And I would put just even a couple of these, or well, of course you have to go odd number to make it politically correct or something. But doesn't that just add just like the cutest little touch to put a little flower? And there's a couple different sizes on there too. There's the small and the large. So that's what I would do if I was sending this to like a gal pal or somebody like that. But I didn't want to use these today, but that would make a good addition. So I wanted to show you that. But what I am going to put on the inside here is from this birthday Piggy stamp set. It's your birthday, enjoy the ride. And then that cute little butterfly there. So I'm going to ink that up and just put that on there like so. And then just put a little adhesive on here. Oops, get rid of my scraps so that doesn't stick to my adhesive and end up in my card. So I've got that like so. And then I think I'm going to follow back up with my Daffodil Delight blend here and just kind of color that in to add just a touch of color for the inside. And I think that even though it's a little bit, it does add a lot. Oh, thanks, Joyce. Yeah, it did end up being colorful. And I see Carol just jumped on too. Carol doesn't like to color. So she'd be like, I like the card, but I want to make it if I'm reading Carol's mind. And that's okay too. And that's what makes it fun. I love bringing you guys all different sorts of things. And I love how you're commenting on how bright and colorful it is. And Fran says, I like all the colors. There's a lot of colors going on here, but yet I feel like it all kind of works and goes together. And even tying in all the colors in the confetti part of it is a fun way to make it all look like it's supposed to be. So that is my card number 8. So for those of you that have ordered this month and used my host code or had me order for you and I've used your host code, you'll be getting the 8 cards. Some of you, this month I gave choices. Some of you have said, I want all Christmas, so you're going to get 2 of my 4 Christmas cards. Some of you have said, I want all occasions, so you're going to get 2 of those type of cards I've made this month. And then some of you are getting all 8 like separate cards that I've demoed for my reward this month too. So that'll be fun. Like I said, I'm so close to having them all done. So either tomorrow or the next day, they should all be popped in the mail for November. And that way I can go, whew, I survived going to Vienna, going to the Okaboji crafting retreat, and still staying on schedule for you guys. So it's always like a good sigh of relief that I've made it this far. And I should, because it's the last day of the month, guys. So how you, in case you haven't ordered this month or would like the set of cards, how you can still do that. Today's the very last day. Order a minimum of $75 using this host code of the month, and that will alert me that you'll get the cards. And then if you just want the cards that I've demoed this month, just contact me. They're $25, and that will be for all 8 cards sent to you, and that includes the shipping and handling too. So look for me to come back next Monday, and that's when I'll have my hostess Jill Scrooby, her demos Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for her virtual event, and then I'll continue on the rest of the month with doing some fun projects for you yet again. So have a good night. I'm off now to finish my last minutes of prepping for our team meeting that I do Facebook Live always and in person. I always record it while we're gathered around, but because of the weather, it turned out to be only Facebook Live. I love gathering with my team. Kind of bummed that the weather kind of turned like it did all of a sudden when it's been so nice, but I look forward to tonight just gathering, even though it's that way, to celebrate team anniversaries, team achievements, level ups, little gifts and things I like to spoil them with in our time together when we meet. So that's what I'll be doing tonight. Hopefully you guys will all be staying warm, cozy, and maybe crafting. See you Monday. Bye-bye.